I will wait for a little bit, not too long, before I get started here. But it actually sort of, there was a commercial. I don't remember what decade. It might have been the 80s. And it was a decade that promoted drinking V8 juice. You don't see that very much these days, which is interesting. I guess maybe they have their market already sort of carved out and they don't feel like, doing anything more than what they do would be just doing more than what they need to do. They have released, cans of sort of, sodas and drinks and stuff like that, which is cool. But I could have had a V8. That is the reason for this particular post. Because even though I've been sort of skirting around this concept, I really wasn't hitting the nail on the head. And sometimes I was, but maybe I wasn't hitting it exactly on the head, maybe nearby. What am I talking about? Well, it's actually incredibly simple. America is an abstract concept. The definition of what America is continues to be argued, even more so now, because the argument is exacerbated by a large mass or a herd of incredibly stupid cows that have managed to find or managed to exploit the pipeline that takes an individual who has achieved wealth and basically funnels them over into the political system. Even though they do not have the personal qualities that would make them eligible, but they're there not on their own. They represent a group of people, a herd of cows that have chosen this person to basically be their alpha cow. What I'm trying to say here is that as long as we are considered what we are considered, the United States of America, we will not be the United States of America because nobody is agreeing on what America is. Now, if you have any doubts about what America is, why don't we start with the main thing? That American companies own 40% of the global market share of weapon manufacturing sales. 40%. We are not victims. We are not under assault. We are the bullies. We are the assholes. Not only that, but we're the pathological assholes because the closest nipping at our heels is 20% away, and that is Russia, not even China. And who is the GOP going after? Russia. There's something there that tells me white with white against Chinese, perhaps. I don't know. That's the kind of the mentality of the right wing MAGA camp. Right wing traditional values are no more valid than left wing values. All of those values should be thrown out the window. We should forget about right and left and just talk about what we need to get done. And right now, there's, I think, 100 people dying on a daily basis due to gun violence. I believe there's about 250 people dying on a daily basis, or excuse me, maybe 250 people dying on a daily basis. No, that can't be right. I have to look that number up. I have to look that number up. But alcohol-related deaths is higher than gun-related deaths on a daily basis. I do know that. It was my understanding that on average, about 150 people, we net 150 people more a month, I believe, a day. I believe every minute. Every minute we gain about 100, 200 people. I have to check that number again too. A net. Because there are X amount of people that are born every minute, X amount of people that die. The number of people that die every minute is significantly less than the number of people that are born. So every minute that goes by, shit is going to get weirder, and you can't stop the clock. So anybody that calls themselves a conservative has their head up their ass. You cannot have United States of America, obviously, because nobody knows what fucking America is. And people think America is something different. Some people think that America is an authoritarian fascist state. Some people think that America is supposed to be a left-wing utopia. But nobody's going to win that conversation. So it's a waste of time. And all we need to do is take care of the shit that needs to get done. And the first thing that needs to get done is to take away the tax exemption from churches and destroy them all. Because they are parasites. They are a drag on society. They are worth nothing, and we can find community in each other. We do not need something outside of us to bring us together. Our common humanity should be enough. The entire concept of the United States of America is sheer idiocy. The People's Republic of China makes a lot more sense. It's the People's Republic. Nowhere does it say we the people here in the name of the country. So we the people argue about what America is, and there are some people in this country that say, if you don't like my definition, get the fuck out. I have an answer to you. Fuck you. Remember, the past is an illusion. The present is confusion, and the future is your decision.